Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. Today I'm bringing you my March wrap up and my April TBR. If you wanna watch my February wrap up and March TBR, I'll leave the link like over here. I think it's in this side or this side, I don't know. Pretty sure it's in this one, but whatever. I'll be looking over here because I have my computer here with my notes, so yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully my makeup is not too bad in this side, because you're gonna be seeing this side of mine a lot. If you watch my March TBR, you saw the books that I plan to read this month. I did get to all of them, which is great, because I really didn't think that I would be able to, but I did, which is great. I'm proud of myself. The first book I want to talk to you about is Blood and Honey. This one right here. I actually started this one in February and I was planning to read it in like a couple of days. If you see my previous video, I say that I'll probably finish it in the next couple of days. I ended up DNFing it because I was just not getting into it. I read till, here. I read till page 206, not very much further from where I was last time. It's just, I'm not getting into it. I don't know why. I loved the first book, and this one is just, I don't know, it's not as slow because a lot of things have happened, but I'm just not, the story's not pulling me in. It's like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Like, I don't care what's going to happen. And it really bothers me because I really love Reed and Lou, the main characters of the book, and it's just so frustrating because I don't know why it's not pulling me in. So I decided to DNF it, leave it, and I'll pick it up some other time and see if I can actually finish it. The next book I read was In His Kiss. I'll put it right here. It's the second to last book in the Bridgerton series, and it's about Hyacinth. I gave it 4 stars. And I really enjoy it. I feel like I say this with all the Bridgerton books, but it was one of my favorites. I love Hyacinth as a character. We don't see her too much in the other books or in the TV show, and getting to know her was really great. And then there's this plot twist that it's like a plot twist, but I guess that like the first time it comes up, like as soon as we know that the main male protagonist, the love interest, is illegitimate, I knew who the father will be. It was like really clear to me. But even with that, I really enjoyed the mystery of it, because there's like, they have to find these jewels. I found that aspect of the story very interesting and very different to all the other books in the series, which is great because after you've had 6 books, I think this one's the 7th, and to find different plots for all the stories, which are actually basically the same, it's very ingenious how she makes it different in each book, and I really like this plot especially. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I gave it a 4 stars. The next book I read is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I was very surprised by this book. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars too. I found it very entertaining. I loved all the mythology stuff mixed in it. But I really enjoyed it. I love the group dynamics that are in here. I really liked the characters. Like, for me, it was the characters that made this book. Even though the plot is very interesting and action-packed, like, I really loved it. The only thing that I didn't like, there's one character in particular that keeps changing sizes. Nobody questions it. Like, she keeps betraying them. She betrays them like 2 times, and every time she comes back to the group, everybody's like, oh yeah, whatever, come back. It's like, what? But whatever. I really enjoyed it. It was a very nice surprise. I wasn't expecting it to like it that much, and I really liked it. So after that, I read Woman Don't Know You're Pretty by Florence Given, and I give it a 3 stars because like it's very educational, but I already knew everything that she talks about. Like I don't know if it's because I grew up in a very down-to-earth family who really taught me my values and respect for others and in respect for myself and setting boundaries and everything. But everything she was talking about, I was like, yeah, I know that. So yeah, it's good, but I already knew everything. So I gave it a 3 stars. I really enjoyed the format though, all the illustrations and everything and the quotes. It was very nice. After that, I read Shadow and Bone by Lee Verdugo in preparation from the show coming up April the 23rd. I gave it 5 stars because like the story is just so good, and Alina and the Darkling, they're just like, oh, I really, really love it. And reading it this time around, like Mal, I'm so conflicted about Mal because it's like he loves her, okay, but he treats her so like he takes her for granted. And then when they meet for the first time after being separated for I don't know how long, he's just so rude to Alina. It's like, what's going on? She's your best friend. In theory, you love her. You've realized that you loved her after being apart from her. And it's like, why are you being so rude? Like, seriously. Seriously. I got a problem with that. So yeah, I'm not sure about Mal. Like, the first time around, I read it. I ship Alina and the Darling, like I'm Darklina all the way. But the first time around I really liked Mal, and I was like, yeah, I don't mind if she ends up with Mal, you know, like I was fine with it. This time around I'm like, not sure I want her to end up with Mal, but whatever. I love the story, I love the characters, I love the world building, I love the style that Lee Verdugo writes in, and I'm so excited for the Shadow and Bones TV show, like the Netflix show. I hope it doesn't disappoint. I have so many high hopes that I hope I'm not disappointed. I was thinking that maybe I will record myself watching the first episode, like, you know, first impressions kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know down below if you'd be interested in watching. So next, I actually listened to On the Way to the Wedding, which is the last book in the Bridgerton series. It's Gregory's story, and I gave it 4 stars. I think this one's my favorite in the whole series. I really do think this one's the favorite. I'll have to go back and check like what ratings I gave every book, because I have very bad memory, so I don't remember what I gave them. But I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the relationship between Lucy and Gregory, and I was not expecting all the drama that comes. Like, seriously, I thought like when he burst into the wedding, that would be it, like the end of the book. And then I looked down and I was like, I'm only halfway through the book, like what's going on, what's going to happen, and all the drama that comes after that. It's like, yes, so good, so good. I really, really enjoyed it. I did not enjoy as much the second epilogue. I think all the drama in the second epilogue is just unnecessary for the end of the book. It's like, why would you do that to the readers? But anyway, I still liked it. It's still one of my favorites. And there's this character that it's called Hermione Watson. And every time they would say her name, I would instantly think about Harry Potter and Emma Watson. I was like, did you do that on purpose? Did the author do that in purpose? Because it's like Hermione Watson. Like, seriously, that has to be on purpose. Like, that can't be a coincidence. And I just, every time I heard the name, I would smile. It's like, oh my god. Why? But I loved it. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. And then I started 2 more books. The first one is Golden Flame. Wait, let me see if I can find the desk. Check it. Oh, here it is. This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria. It's the Fairy Loot book. I don't know anything about it. I think I just read a chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm in chapter 2. I'm intrigued about it. It's the first book that I want to read in March. In April. That was smooth, wasn't it? How I'm going into my April TBR now with my first book that I want to read. Then I also started listening to From Blood and Nash, because if you've been anywhere near book talk, this is the book that everybody's throwing at you, and I plan to finish it in April too. I don't know why I thought that this was an enemies to lovers story, and so far there's 0 enemies. Like, it's just lovers, and I don't understand, like, why did I think that it was an enemies to lovers story? I'm sure in TikTok they were selling it as an enemies to lovers, and I don't know if there's a plot twist coming up or something, but it's just, I don't know, I was very confused by it, because I was like, I thought this was enemies to lovers, and I love enemies to lovers, but this is just lovers. It's like, I'm still liking it, like, it's a really good book, but I was confused. I'll let you know in my wrap-up if it turns into enemies to lovers, or if it's just something that I had in my head that it's not true, because that could be. Sometimes my head goes like, yeah, that's true, we've heard that before, for sure, yeah, that's what it is, and then it's not. So yeah, that's my brain. And I also plan to read Bone Crier's Dawn by Catherine Purdieu. I'm guessing that's French. This is the second book from the Bone Crier's Moon. I think it's a trilogy, and we follow, I forgot the name of these characters. Oh yeah, Elise, Savine, and Bastien. So yeah, we follow the 3 main characters after the events in Bone Crier's Moon. I'm really excited to see where it goes. And last but not least, these 2 books are very special to me. I plan to reread Las Copas que no bebí by Carlos García Monte, who is my cousin. He wrote this, I think it was 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I know, 2018, 3 years ago. And I've already read this one, but I want to reread it. And their poems, it's so dark, it's so bright that you can't see it. Whatever. Let's see. There you go. It's just poems. This one's my favorite, and he dedicated it to me in this page, because he had a signing and everything before COVID. And then he just published this one, Sniffing Blue, and I really want to read it. So yeah, go check them out. Carlos García Monte, my cousin. He's very good at writing poetry. And that's it. That was very quick, I think, today. I was quick about it. Lucky. I don't know if that's lucky or not, but whatever. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of the books that I mentioned today. If you did you like them? Did you not? Are you interested in any of the books that I mentioned that you haven't read? Let me know if you want me to do the first reaction to the Bone and Shadow first episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.